الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد صرفنا في هذا القرآن ليذكروا وما يزيدهم إلا نفورا قل لو كان معه آلهة كما يقولون إذا لابتغوا إلى ذي العرش سبيلا سبحانه وتعالى عما يقولون علوا كبيرا تسبح له السماوات السبع والأرض ومن فيهن وإن من شيء إلا يسبح بحمده ولكن لا تفقهون تسبيحهم إنه كان حليما غفورا وإذا قرأت القرآن جعلنا بينك وبين الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة وبين الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة حجابا مستورا وجعلنا على قلوبهم أكنة أن يفقهوه وفي آذانهم وقرا وإذا ذكرت ربك في القرآن وحده ولوا على أدبارهم نفورا نحن أعلم بما يستمعون به إذ يستمعون إليك وإذ هم نجوى إذ يقول الظالمون إن تتبعون إلا رجلا مسحورا أئنا لمبعوثون خلقا جديدا قل كونوا حجارة أو حديدا أو خلقا مما يكبر في صدوركم فسيقولون من يعيدنا قل الذي فطركم أول مرة فسينغضون إليك رؤوسهم ويقولون متاه قل عسى أن يكون قريبا يوم يدعوكم فتستجيبون بحمده وتظنون إن لبثتم إلا قليلا وقل لعبادي يقولوا التي هي أحسن إن الشيطان ينزغ بينهم إن الشيطان كان للإنسان عدوا مبينا ربكم أعلم بكم إن يشأ يرحمكم أو إن يشأ يعذبكم وما أرسلناك عليهم وكيلا فربك أعلم بمن في السماوات والأرض ولقد فضلنا بعض النبيين على بعض وآتينا داود زبورا قل ادعوا الذين زعمتم من دونه فلا يملكون كشف الضر عنكم ولا تحويلا أولئك الذين يدعون يبتغون إلى ربهم الوسيلة يبتغون إلى ربهم الوسيلة أيهم أقرب ويرجون رحمته ويخافون عذابه إن عذاب ربك كان محذورا وإن من قرية إلا نحن مهلكوها قبل يوم القيامة أو معذبوها عذابا شديدا كان ذلك في الكتاب مسطورا وما منعنا أن نرسل بالآيات إلا أن كذب بها الأولون وآتينا ثمود الناقة مبصرة فظلموا بها وما نرسل بالآيات إلا تخويفا وإذ قلنا لك إن ربك أحاط بالناس وما جعلنا الرؤيا التي أريناك إلا فتنة للناس والشجرة الملعونة في القرآن ونخوفهم فما يزيدهم إلا طغيانا كبيرا صدق الله ربنا الأعلى.
So we finished Quranic 60. So we will begin with 61 next time. Okay, going back to 41. Surah al-Isra 41. Analysis of the verses of the words according to Arabic grammar, sarf and nah. وَلَقَدْ صَرَّفْنَا وَلَا قَدْ. You know, la means of course, qad means of course when it comes before mudari, madi. Qad when it comes before madi, that means of course. So there are two of course at the beginning of sentence, where is like conjunctive. Okay. Sarrafna is madi, that is sarafa, 3 letters sarafa, which is to change. Sarrafa, tasrif, to explain, to conjugate verbs, like declination of the verbs, in Arabic, كتب كتب يكتب يكتب كتب 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 كتب. This is tasrif. This is called tasrif because we are really expanding. Sarafa means exchange. Sarraf, money exchange. Cambio, vexel, money exchange. Sarraf comes from there. You give gold, dollar, the gold person gives you other money, any other money, or Turkish money you get dollar, or you give dollar, you get riyal, Saudi riyal. That is sarraf. The person is changing the money. Sarf means to change. Second meaning is to spend money, expenses, spend money. Third meaning is to expand something, expansion, expand. Here is sarrafa, from middle is tashdid, taf'il, babu taf'il, that makes the word explaining, commentary. Walaqad, definitely, of course, we sarrafna, we explained, we went into detail في هذا القرآن, in this Quran. We explained a lot of things in this Quran. We put a lot of rules and regulations in detail in this Quran. Therefore, يَذَّكَّرُوا comes from dhikr, which means to remember, to do dhikr in Islamic terminology, and to remember, as I said. ذكر, تذكر, تذكر turns into تذكر, تذكر, يتذكر, into mushaddad situation, ليتذكروا, so that they may be remembering. مضارع, تذكر, تذكر, يتذكر, يتذكران, يتذكرون, يتذكر, يتذكران, يتذكرون. This is مضارع. We explained in this Quran everything, many things, everything. Before يتذكروا, said that they remember, they can put that in their brains and remember Allah, remember the rules, practice the rules. Anything in Quran, if we don't remember, we cannot practice. So it is remembering. Memory is very important. If humanity loses memory, no use. Don't remember. Computer memory, no use. Allahu Alam, no use. If memory is done bad, what else? I mean, may work. Nothing. So remembering memory, remembering ability to remember is very important. وَمَا يَزِيدُهُمْ, وَمَا, not, ma means what, and not, you know, two meanings. I explained earlier. يَزِيدُ, زَادَ يَزِيد, زَادَ زِيدَ, يَزِيدُ يُزَادُ. This is from ziyada, to be increased. Ziyada, mazid, zayid, zayada. This is ajwaf, ya'i, middle letter is illa, ya'i, huruf illa. وَمَا يَزِيدُهُمْ, does not increase, whom them, will not make their thing increase, illa but, nufuran, flight, run, fleeing, running away, nifar, to run away. To run away, or to run after enemy. Infiru khifafan wa thiqalan in Quran. When, I mean, there is a big war situation and enemy needs to be pushed back. I mean, everybody running after the enemy. This is nifaq. If general says, everybody, I mean everybody, attack. Let us clean this castle, this militarily well-established front line, push back, out and back this enemy, exterminate this enemy. What he is doing, he is asking nifar, Kufar means attacking enemy, running after them. But it goes back, to go forward to. Nufur is like that. وَمَا يَزِيدُهُمْ. These will not increase their kafirs here, illa but nufura, they will run away. It is interesting. Quran increases the belief of the people, Muslims. When they read, they recite, their heart gets softened. Quran says, يبكون, they die, وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. Their heart gets shaken, softened. These are Muslims. But kafirs, hardened, more kafir. وَنَّزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Quran is shifa ورحمة للمؤمنين. وَلَا يَزِيدُ does not increase الْكَافِرِينَ kafir إِلَّا but khasara, loss. They become more angry when Quran. So same Quran has different effect on the people. Muslim different, kafir is listening, more kafir. Becomes more kafir, more hateful. Becomes more hateful. So this is what, I mean, same Quran does not increase their thing, but they will be running away, going away. All say, Nufur nafara nufira, yanfuru yuftaru, nifar. All say, law if kana, was, is, kana, kina, yakun, yukanu, ma'hu, with him, with Allah. Alihatun, gods, ilahs. If there had been some other gods with Allah, like associates, like partners, if there had been anything like that, kama, as if, as, ka, like, ka means like, kamisli shay, laysa kamisli shay. Ka has two meanings. One is to you, second is like or as in English. As you do, I do, as you do, like you do. Ka, okay. Ma, that, yaquluna, they are saying. As if there had been any gods together with Allah, as they are saying, these kafirs are saying, they are saying demigod and so many things. Then means then, labtaghaw, la, of course, ibtaghaw, bagaya. Ibtigha, desire, to seek. Bagaya, ibtagaya, ubtugaya, yabtagayu, ibtagayu, ibtagaw. Labtagaw, they would have sought. They would have sought, or they would have seek. Ila dhil arshi, to arsh, to throne, arsh, arshur rahman, arsh. Sabilan way. If there had been other gods together with Allah, as they are saying same thing, that there are other gods, something they are saying like that. Then, labtaghaw, they would have demand, they would have done what? Going up, sabila, way. They would be challenging other gods, but it is not happening. Challenging Allah and breaking the rules, laws of nature, sun and moon and everything. They could have shown their power, their energy, these other gods. There are none. How do we know? Because whole system is going on with no break, no challenging, nothing. There is one God, one power, one energy, one might, Almighty Allah. Okay, subhanahu. We glorify Him. Subhanahu, we glorify Him. Wa ta'ala. He is transcendental. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Amma, from that yaquluna, they are saying. We glorify Him, the transcendental, amma yaquluna, from what they are saying. Yaquluna, they are saying. We glorify Allah. If we say that Allah is high, ta'ala ulu, alama ulu. Amma, from that, amma, two words. Ana, ma. Ana, from, ma, that. Yaquluna, what they are saying. Uluwan, high, heights, high, being high, above. Kabira, big. Allah is, I glorify Allah, I say Allah has nothing to do with what they are saying. I say that Allah is so high, transcendental, transcendent, high, high. Big, high, uluwan kabira, high. Really so high, so transcendental that really what they are saying have nothing to do with the truth. Uluwan kabira. Uluwan is masdar mutlaq, maf'ul mutlaq from ta'ala. Kabira is big. Uluwan is mawsuf, kabiran is sifa in Arabic. Sifa mawsuf, same i'rab. وصل تمام منصوب. تسبح تسبح سبح سبح يسبح يسبح سبح to swim سباح to swim but سبح changes a little bit the meaning to glorify, to make someone swim, also to glorify, to say subhanallah. As I said many times, I believe before, I will repeat, the word subhana in English glorify, but the definition of subhana, as I was told by my teacher, Tarzi Ahmed Effendi, Ahmed Tuqalawi Effendi, rahmahullah, he said that subhana means I believe, acknowledge firmly, I believe in my heart, I recognize, I tell, I declare, I believe and say that all qualifications of Allah are perfect. Sifat, Asma'ul Husna, 99 names of Allah, Alim, Sami', Basir. Might, Almighty, all-knowing, all-powerful, omniscient, all-knowing, everything. Perfect. All His knowledge, all His hearing, all His holding, all His decision, all His speaking are perfect. Kamal, Kamil, full, Kamil. And Allah has none of shortcoming, any shortcoming, any naqs, no kamal. In His sifat, in His 99 name of Allah, in His adjectives, in His attributes. So, two things. One is negative, He has no shortcomings. One is positive, all perfect thing He has. That is the meaning of subhana. If the word glorify may mean that one, it is welcome. It's okay. It doesn't mean this is the concept. تسبح does تسبيح. سبح سبح يسبح تسبيح. This is from تفعيل باب التفعيل. له to him. السماوات skies. Skies does تسبيح. skies, plural. Well, السبع seven. There are 7 skies. We don't know where one begins, ends where, and second begins where, ends where. I mean, how thick they are, we don't know, nobody knows. So, all galaxies, all systems are included, solar systems are included, everything is included. Universes are رب العالمين تسبحون. That's تسبيح له to him, Allah. السماوات skies, السبع 7 skies. والأرض and earth 2. So skies, 7 skies, and earth here is mentioned like singular, but in another part of Quran, سبع عطباقة, like 7 layers, something, earth. ومن also does tasbih فيهن, in them. All skies, all earth, and what are there in between, in them, in skies, in earth. All does tasbih. Does tasbih, tasbih. I said subhanah, that is the, or saying subhanallah, zikrullah. وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ. In has 2 meanings. One is if, second is not. Not, like la. When in has the meaning of not, there will be illa at the, after that somewhere. Illa will change into positive, like la ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. That is okay. Wherein not min shay'in, from thing. There is nothing, there is none from things. Anything, shay. Illa but. Illa came in, made in isbat. Yusabbihu does tasbih bihamdihi with his hamd. There is nothing which doesn't do tasbih with hamd. Tasbih of Allah with hamd. Subhana with hamd. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi together. Hamd. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ahmadullah. In Islam we have very nice sentences, comprised, precise, short, brief, covers a lot of things. Like Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. In one sentence, there is Subhana. In one word, Subhanallah, which means I do tasbih of Allah, and bigger meaning, as I explained earlier. Wa bihamdi, together with hamd. Allah said Alhamdulillah many times in Quran, Yahmadun, Mahmadun, many times. That is included in wa bihamdi. Very valuable. That is why the Prophet said what? Kalimatan. 2 words. Khafifatan. Just light words, very short words. They are very short, very light, not heavy. Fil lisan, in tongue, you can say easily. Short words, short sentences, very brief, not heavy, not difficult. But saqilatan, but both of them are very heavy. Fil mizan, in scale at the day of judgment. What is that? Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Wa bihamdihi astaghfirullah. This Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, 1. Glorify Allah with hamd. Wa bihamdihi astaghfirullah. With hamd I repent. Big istighfar. Big tawbah. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah al-Azim, wa bihamdihi astaghfirullah. This is all sentence. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah al-Azim, which is same repetition. Wa bihamdihi astaghfirullah. In Sufism, they grab your hand, or you go grab the hand of your master murshid, I mean, Islamically acceptable Sufism. Everybody understands something different. Sufism, Sufism developed from Sufism. Sufism has a lot of meanings. So, Islamically acceptable way of think. The Sheikh says, hey, sit down here. Okay? Did you do sense? Now, what is your age? 80 years, 40 years. Okay, okay. Did you do sin? Did it happen that you did not pray some salah? Yeah, I did not pray salah. From now on, you will pray namaz, you will pray salah every day after prayer, normal prayer. You will repray all missed prayers. Then every day you will get up at the midnight, you will say 100 times Subhanallah wa bihamdi, Subhanallah al-azim wa bihamdi, astaghfirullah. This is tasbih. Mr. Rosary 100, every day. You will close your eyes, you will get your wudu. Everybody is sleeping. You will not sleep. Let the world sleep. You don't sleep. You want to go to Jannah? This is the way. I am telling you. Depends. If the guy too tough and not soft, to soft him, to make him ultimately soft. So you soften, you become soft. So you do tasbih. So this guy swear, by Allah, every day I will do, some more. So this person gets training and gets promised allegiance and hopefully does same thing after beginning up that to his end of his life. This is Subhanallah wa bihamdi, Subhanallah wa bihamdi, astaghfirullah. One of the good things they will give you. They will tell you 100 times, 500 times. You do every day, every day. Why? Because this ayah, because there is hadith, as I mentioned. Trading is different. Promise, how to do it is different. So, تسبح له السماوات السبع والأرض ومن فيهن وإن من شيء, there is nothing إلا but يسبح, does tasbih بحمده, with his hand, ولكن, but لا تفقهون, you don't understand. فقه يفقه فقه, to understand. Fiqh means Islamic law, but that is understand, to understand. لا تفقهون, you don't understand, you don't hear tasbihahum, their tasbih. What is happening? Everything is doing tasbih. Trees are doing tasbih. Wind is doing tasbih. Ants are doing tasbih. Living things are doing tasbih. Everything doing tasbih. Anything, everything, living, non-living, is doing tasbih. Atoms, nucleus, particles, inside, outside, parts doing tasbih, obeying the rule, rotating around the orbit, universe inside, macro universe, micro universe, everything is doing tasbih, obeying Allah, Allah's rules and regulations. But we don't understand, we don't hear. We have Yunus in Turkish history, Yunus Emre, popular Sufi type of poet. He comes to his murshid, waits 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours at the entrance of the door, cannot dare to enter in, or knock the door. If his murshid will feel his murid is there in his heart, and then Yunus, come in, will say, come in. That's it. No other way. People enter to the rooms of everybody like their grandfathers' land. It will not happen in Sufism, no. not in Sufism, not during the time of the Prophet. Sahabi will not do that. If a person did like arrogantly, and others taught them a lesson. لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي ولا تجهروا له بالقول كجهر بعضكم لبعض أن تحبط أعمالكم وأنتم لا تشعرون إن الذين يغضون أصواتهم عند رسول الله أولئك الذين امتحن الله قلوبهم للتقوى لهم مغفرة وأجر عظيم إن الذين ينادونك من وراء الحجرات أكثرهم لا يعقلون ولو أنهم صبروا حتى تخرج إليهم لكان خيرا لهم والله غفور رحيم. Very important surah. So Yunus stands there. Then Shaykh calls, Yunus, come in. Okay. Tells him, you go collect some wood so that we may have a little fire to cook some food. This murid Yunus goes to field, looks at this wood, doing tasbih, cannot pick. Sees that it is doing tasbih. Saying, subhanallah, how he can pull out or break or take out and burn and no tasbih. How he can do, cannot do. So, bushes, another tasbih. This one, another tasbih. Roams around, hours and hours. Then night comes, nothing, empty-handed. Stands at the door, waits. Shaykh calls, come in. Then when he comes in, then Murshid asks what happened. He apologizes. He says, this time I wanted to speak but could not. So he says, okay, now this is a stage. He sends another person who is not at that stage. So another person cannot hear, cannot hear, cannot understand. So he brings. So we need both sides, both. If all awliya, all big people, you will be left in the middle roaming around. And Nizam Alam, system of universe, will not work with this type of people. Too heavenly, too paradise, too high, flying, come down. We need to come down people. So, but this is very famous ayah. Everybody needs to memorize this one. وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ, from this part, وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ إِلَّا يُسَبِّحُ بِحَمْدِهِ وَلَكِنْ لَا تَفْقَهُونَ تَسْبِيحَهُمْ. Muslims must memorize some part of Quran. Definitely this is very important ayah, very much, many times recited and read.
What ayah number is there?
I mean, this وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ, this is 40, a part of 44. وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ, I mean, تُسَبِّحُ لَهُ السَّمَاوَاتُ السَّبْعُ وَالْأَرْضُ وَمَا فِيهِنْ, beginning from there. وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ إِلَّا يُسَبِّحُ بِحَمْدِهِ وَلَكِنْ لَا تَفْقَهُونَ تَسْبِيحَهُمْ. At least up to here, from وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ. But if whole ayah memorized, that is better, which we will continue. إِنَّهُ, definitely Allah, him, Allah, Kana is Haliman, soft, full of clemency. Okay? Soft, full with hilm. Hilm means soft, clemency, forgiveness, able to be patient, to bear. Haliman, Halim, Ghafuran, forgiving, forgiver. Allah is definitely very, very much soft, understanding, full of hilm, and forgiver. He is forgiver. Allah. Okay. فإذا قرأت القرآن, when you read Quran, قراءة قرأت. O Prophet, when you read Quran, جعلنا, we set, we established بينك, between you, وبين and between الذين, those who لا يؤمنون, don't believe بالآخرة, in the hereafter. O Prophet, when you recite Quran in the presence of the people who are not believing in the hereafter, we put between you and between them what? Hijaban, barrier. Wall. Masturan, covered, hidden. They could not see. Hijab. Hijab means curtain. Hijab means wall. Hijab means barrier. The use of hijab for head cover is very strange in Arabic. It is like barrier, preventing other people to look, to see the hair, the body. But really it is not fitting Arabic language. It is not what in Quran says, is not what in Quran mentioned, hijab, this one. Or the like curtain between the speaker and the wives of the Prophet. It is mentioned in Quran. Min waraya hijab, when you are speaking the wives of the Prophet, you speak from behind the hijab, like wall. That is understood like a curtain. So let women be behind the curtain, not come out from house. When they are in bus, curtain between them and man. Saudi, it is not good for women to come out from their houses. وَقَرْنَ فِي بُيُوتِكُنَّ وَلَا تَبَرَّجْنَ تَبَرُّجَ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ الْأُولَىٰ. There is another ayah. They understood that way. They put behind the curtain. But perhaps 90% of alims, more than 90%, did not understand that literal curtain. They understand that if a woman has proper hijab, proper head cover and proper dress, can be anywhere. So in our functions here, somebody is putting, they are following Saudi understanding, Wahhabi understanding. They think that is only deen. They are literal understanding, or insisting women must not be in the picture or something. Don't go, don't come, stay at home, something like that. This is their understanding. They understand hijab as literal, as a wall, which other alims will not say like that. As long as woman is dressed, not showing fickle-wise the body and not transparent, not tied, and with hijab and face is okay, not necessary to cover at all, according to fiqh. And hands okay. Then they can be anywhere. That is hijab. Hijab has not literal meaning only, it has figurative So here we say a barrier, like a wall. When you read Quran, we put barrier between you, between them, and they don't understand, they don't see, they don't read. Quran does not reach to them. This is mystery. Umar heard Quran. He had very bad intention to eat, to kill, got affected. Others, Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab, everybody heard Quran, did not get any effect. Missed hidayah. Hidayah. Sometimes these young girls ask me questions, roams around about taqdir and hidayah, very difficult to answer. Same thing here. Why he is putting Allah hijab and then still they are responsible for them. Anyhow, وَجَعَلْنَا, we set, we made, عَلَى قُلُوبِ, upon their hearts, kuffars, قَلْب قُلُوب, أَكِنَّةً kinan. Kinan is cover, shed, cover, kinana, kinan, akinna. We put on their hearts some cover so that cannot enter, does not enter. أن يفقهوه, from understanding. فقه يفقه يفقه. We made on their hearts, we put on their hearts cover. Quran does not enter, they don't understand Quran. وفي آذانهم, we put in their ears, آذان uzun, ear, آذان plural. وقرا, deafness, slow in hearing, nothing in hearing, cannot hear. Deaf, perhaps, cannot hear. Maybe deaf, dumb, unable to say, to speak, to, but cannot hear, unable to hear. We've put on their hearts, on their brains, on their hearts, covers, they cannot understand Quran, and they don't hear Quran. Waqar, very slow in hearing. وَإِذَا ذَكَرْتَ, when you do zikr, رَبَّكَ, your Lord, fil Quran, in Quran, وحده, alone. When you mention your Lord in Quran, alone, وَلَّوْ, turn away. أَدْبَارَهُمْ, their backs. They are facing you when you are reciting. Then what they do, they turn back to you, go away. They turn وَلَّوْ أَدْبَارَهُمْ. Adbar, dubur. Dubur means back. Back part. Back part of human being, the lower part of human being. Dubur. Dubur, ubul. Ubul, front part, dubur, back part. Yusuf alayhi salam, quddat min qubulin min duburin. Yusuf alayhi salam, when he was running away from Zulaykha, Zulaykha grabbed from dubur. So he was running, so torn his short qubul, front part. This witness or an expert person, he said, oh, I can decide about it. I will check the dress of his dress. If it is torn from front, that means you women struggled not to submit to him. He was aggressive. So because of that front part front part of his shirt is torn, ripped or something. But if it is back part, that means he was running away. You woman was catching. So وقدت قميصه من دبر, from back part. فلما رأى قميصه قدت من دبر, same دبر. Adbar is plural. Muslims must know these words. Arabic, non-Arabic, no difference. Young generation who are growing must get a very nice Quranic Arabic training, terminologically, conceptually. Reading Quran is not enough. Other things reading is not enough, so that they may set their intellectual faculty on a building blocks on which they may base on their thinking. Youth. Arab brothers, first generation, after generation, they will forget speaking Arabic. Pakistani brothers, their children will forget speaking Urdu. They must have accept these realities. There is reality. There is a reality. They must know. They must see. So, since they are going to forget, let us educate them in a common ground Arabic, Islam, common ground Islam. Because what you are teaching already will be forgotten. Because Arab brothers are insisting Arabic, not Quranic Arabic that much. Very helpful, but not Quranic Arabic that much. Insisting on their children, Urdu speaking and perhaps Turkish speaking people are insisting their own language, which is, I'm not that much against. But what about the Islamic future Ummah's thing? Is it going to be protected like that? No. But if we can teach Quranic Arabic terminologically, I think that will work better. Still we will lose a lot of youth, but that will work better. Okay, let me finish this. وَإِذَا ذَكَرْتَ, when you remember رَبَّكَ, your Lord, في القرآن, in Quran, وحده, alone, وَلَّوْ, they turn, وَلَّوْ وَلَيَ, وَلَّوْ عَلَى أَدْبَارِهِمْ, their backs, نُفُورًا, running away. نفر, نفار, I just ينفروا خفافا بس قال فجاهدوا بأموالكم وأنفسكم في سبيل الله. نحن, let me read one more ayah. نحن we, أعلم, know the best. بما what, يستمعون, they are listening, به with that. We know, Allah says, what they are listening to. أعلم اسم التفضيل. هم علم علم أعلم يعلم يعلم أعلم اسم التفضيل. يستمعون, they listen to, به with that. إذ, when, يستمعون, they are listening, إليك, to you. When they are listening to you, we know what they are listening to, and how much they are listening to, how much they are not listening to. We know how much they are hearing, how much they are not hearing. I mean, this, which one is hearing, which one is listening, is in English I mean, for me difficult. But I mean, the Quran says, لهم قلوب, they have hearts, لا يفقهون, don't understand. لهم آذان, they have ears, لا يسمعون, don't hear. They hear, they listen, don't hear. Or they hear, don't listen, or they listen, don't hear. Which one is fitting in English? I don't know. But there is a hearing, there is a hearing, there is a listening, there is a listening. I mean, appearance is like listening. Reality, no listening. appearance is hearing, the person is hearing, but in reality not hearing anything. I mean, it is in khutbahs is like that, in lectures is like that, in anything is like that. You give khutbah, the people distracted, confused, not ready to listen to you. They came to pray to Raka namaz. Why are you tearing yourself that much, O Khatib, that you will go through? They are not ready. People are not ready that much. They may listen, not listen. They may hear, not hear. It's difficult for anyone, any subject is like that. So, we know what they are listening to when they are listening to you. Whether they are listening or not listening, whether they are hearing, not hearing, we know. وَإِذْهُمْ, then najwa, they are whispering. They are confiding, private conference. These brother Yusuf Ali, he says private conference. Very powerful translation. Okay, I feel pity him, what happened to him at the end of his life, but this one, mukhallad book, big book, mashallah. وَإِذْهُمْ, they are doing najwa, like whispering, like their people are meeting, lobbying, canvassing. Their own, khala ba'duhum ila ba'd. They meet their own people, they cook their, not letting others know what they are talking about. Is yaqulu, when say az-zalimuna, zalim people, zalims say, in tattabi'una, in not tattabi'una, don't follow, tabi'at, illa but rajulan, man, mashuran, sihr, under sihr, like black magic, like witchcraft. Sahara, suhira, yasharu, yusharu, mashurun. I mean, what you are listening to, they tell to each other, is a person, Muhammad, who is really doing black magic or witch, he is witch, doing witchcraft. What Quran is, he is reading is nothing but black magic. That's why they tell to each other, so they solidify, they make sure nobody gets. We have recited up to the end of verse 60, but the analysis, tahleel part, we left at 48, verse 48. So I will begin from 48, analyzing etymologically, morphologically, more grammatically, to make ourselves familiar with the words and terms, terminologies of Quran. This is Quranic Arabic frame, not whole tafsir, really. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سورة الإسراء انظر كيف ضربوا لك الأمثال فضلوا فلا يستطيعون سبيلا. انظر, look, نظر نظر, ينظر ينظر, انظر, from first bab, نظر, to look, to see. كيف, how. O Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, you look and consider and think. كيف, how. كيف, how. كيف حالك, how is your حال. ضربوا, ضرب ضرب يضرب يضرب, ضرب, hit, strike. ضرب 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 ماضي معلوم. لك, for you, الأمثال, plural of مثل. مثل, example. similitude. ضربوا لك الأمثال, they strike, they stroke. Example, ضرب مثل. I think it is used in Muslim languages, Urdu, Turkish, and Arabic. ضرب الأمثال, ضرب المثل, ضرب المثل, ضرب مثل. Mentioning example, giving an example. ضرب المثل, ضرب المثل, it is. So it comes from this word, ضربوا لك الأمثال, same word. Look at them, how they are giving some examples, parables. Parable, another word for mentioning parables. فَضَلُّوا, they are misled. They are gone astray. ضَلَّ وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. Two things, hidayah, ضَلَالَ. Hadyun, dalalun. Hadyun is Islam, dalal is kufr. Hadyun is khair, dalal is shar. Really covers everything. All sins, everything could be included in dalal. So, undur kayfa darabu laka al-amsala. Look how they are giving you a parable, mentioning some parables for you. فَضَلُّوا, they gone astray. فَلَا يَسْتَطِيعُونَ, they are unable to. يَسْتَطِيعُونَ, that is, la, you know la, negative, fa. يَسْتَطِيعُون comes from istata'a, which tawa'a, to obey, or to do something voluntarily, willingly. طوعا كرها. Opposite is karhan. Two words in Quran is mentioned. طوعا أو كرها. طوعا obediently, willingly. Karhan unwillingly, forcefully. I mean, whether you do something voluntarily, arbitrarily, you like to do, or you are forced to do. طوعا أو كرها. This is an expression, it is meant. This is same word. So, ta, wa, waw, ain has a root 3 letters, which means obediently, willingly, doing something. Ita'a comes from that. Ta'atul Rasul, obedience to Prophet. Ta'atullah, or ita'atullah. Ta'a, alif, ain, ta, is in original form is ita'atun, but I is mahzuf, omitted. So it is ita'a. Ita'a means obedience. Ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul. So it same root. But istata'a, when ist is added to these 3 letters, istata'a, ability to do, capability to do. Istata'a, ustuti'a, yastati'u, yustata'u. This is Babul Istif'al in Arabic. I had good students earlier, they studied with me, so they could figure out what I am doing, what I am saying easily. But some of them left for university studies, some of them are already professionals, so that is their life. فلا استطاع يستطيع يستطيعان يستطيعون مضارع. They are unable to do. لا يستطيعون, they are able to do. لا يستطيعون, they are unable to do. سبيلا, way, path. They cannot find the path. They cannot go to path of Islam. I mean, because they gave you bad examples, what bad parables they are mentioning, and they gone astray, They are far away from the way, from the path of Islam. فقالوا, they said, قال قول. They said, a is question. A and hal makes question in Arabic. Sentence is normal sentence. Allahu Akbar, Allah is great. Okay? If I say Allahu Akbar, or hal at the top changes to question. Is Allah Akbar something? That is why it is not jaiz, Allahu Akbar something. So because it may be meaning that there is a question mark something. That is why saying Allahu Akbar is necessary, not saying Allahu Akbar, because that's two turns to R. So A is question. In Arabic, question is made by normal sentence, but you put A at the top, hal at the top, his question is made. Not like English. In English, verb and subject changes. I am coming, am I coming? Am is verb, auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb, that is called auxiliary verb. Am. I is subject, fa'il in Arabic. Am is verb. I read. Read I. Of course, we don't say read I, do. I read something, that is do it. So there are question words in Arabic, in English, and verb do helps. But in Arabic it is not the case. Only a and hal makes normal sentence, whether it is negative or positive, into question for a. Is it? A. Either, when, kunna, we are. Kunna comes from kana, kanu, kanat, kanat. Kunna, kunta, kuntuma, kuntum. Kunna, we were, we are. Idhaman, azm. Azm, bone. Idham is plural. Bones. Either, when, kunna, we are. Idhaman, bones. When we are turned into bones, dead, grave. So flesh, gone, just bones, initial stages of after death. Rufatan, and rufat means crumbles, pieces, small pieces. When we are bones and pieces, dust, pieces. When our body, after death, in our graves, turn to bones and into pieces, and rotten.
Fragments.
Fragments and pieces, yeah, fragments, pieces. Are we inna, a question. Now, one more question. Inna, we are. Definitely we are. La, of course, mab'usuna, resurrected. Ba'asa, ba'sun. Ba'asa, bu'isa, yab'asu, yub'asu, ba'ain, sa. It has two meanings in Quran. Ba'sun has two meanings in Quran. This root, this sulasi has two meanings. One is sending, like irsal. Sending a letter, sending something, sending a man, sending someone somewhere. To send. Second, resurrection from grave, coming out from grave. Two meanings. Main meanings of ba'sun are two meanings in Quran. وَالْبَعْثُ بَعْدَ الْمَوْتِ حَقٌّ. we say, آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر وبالقدر خيره وشره من الله تعالى. These young people, they never know these things. Too bad. I mean, young generation, to educate young generation, very difficult, very costly. I mean, I doubt Muslims will be successful in that. They don't know these things. I mean, difficult to teach. Only Sunday, they forget next week, and next week, forget next week, forget them. So, وَالْبَعْثُ بَعْدَ الْمَوْتِ وَالْبَعْثُ بَعْدَ الْمَوْتِ. Ba'ath after maut, ba'da after maut. Haqqun is haqq. What is that ba'ath? Resurrection. That ba'ath is here. So root is ba'ath. Mab'uthun, mab'uthun is ismul maf'ul. Fadal.
I am sorry to interrupt. There is a telephone call for Mr. Jameel. Is there anybody Jameel here?
No, no
The
Jameel.
lady said there's an imam class. I saw
No, might have come, but no. I think once, twice I saw, perhaps. No.
There are two words,
No.
kunna and inna. Kunna and inna. So they have the same meaning?
No. Kunna is from kana, that noon. Kana, original noon. Kuntu, kunna. Na, nasartu, nasarna. It is we. It is not kunna. It is really one word, but we are. It is nasarna. We helped. Qatalna, we killed. So, inna here, this one, two words. Inna. Inna means, of course, na means us. These are two words. It seems one word, this is two words. Before that also is a question, that is third word. Really, a is one word, question. Inna is another word. Na is another word. Three words seems one word. Arabic. So, inna, are we? Definitely are we. La, of course. La of means of course. Mab'usuna, like maqtuluna. Ba'asa, mab'usun. Kataba, maktubun. Sajada, masjudun. Ismul maf'ul, what we call ismul maf'ul. This is plural. Mab'usun, mab'usani, mab'usaini, mab'usuna, mab'usina. Are we going to be resurrected? Khalqan, creation, jadidan, new. They are questioning. When we are bones turned to bones and fragments and pieces in our graves, is it? Question. When we are like that, when we turn to be like that, are we? Another question. Definitely, are you sure? Like opposing. Not question, they are not asking anything. I'm like opposing. No. This question is inkari question. I mean, it is not the way it will happen. Definitely. Are we going to be resurrected? New creation as new creations. You are telling us, I mean, bones and dust and pieces of, we are turned, then do you think that a new creation will come out from us? No. So they are opposing. That is what أولم يرى الإنسان أنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين. I mean, like end of Surah al-Isra, وهي رميم. I mean, they are saying same thing. When there will be pieces of bones, do you think that human being will come up? This ayah, this concept is very much repeated in many parts of Quran, maybe more than 10, 15, 20 times. Same words, nearly same words in Quran. Kuffar are not ready to believe in resurrection. Millions are not believing in resurrection. Millions, billions of Christians have no concept of resurrection. Day of judgment. They don't have. Of course, this Buddhist, Confucius and Taoists and things, they have their own. Muslims have very solid aqidah, very solid belief articles about hereafter. Very strong one, good one. Qul, you say, qala qala qalu, qul, uqbul, qul. You say, kunu, you be. Kunu, kaun, from kaun. Kaun, kavana, kana, kina, yakunu, yukanu. Kun is order. Kun fayakun. You be, you be. Kunu is plural. Kunu, you be, hijaratan, stones, aw hadidan, or steels or irons. You be stones, turn to stones, aw hadidan, or anything metallic, aw khalqan, or creation, mimma, from that, min ma, min from ma, that, yakburu is great or is big, heavy, fi sudurikum, in your hearts. You could be whatever you want. You could be stones and steels and anything which is difficult for you to accept in your hearts, sudur, sadr, in your chest, in your hearts. Difficult. It will be difficult, but nothing will change. Yes, you will be resurrected. Yes, you will turn into beings and you will come out from graves. فَسَيَقُولُونَ. They are asking, سَيَقُولُونَ. Sa means, of course, sa means future, sa makes istiqbal. Sa and sawfa makes istiqbal in Arabic. يعلمون, they are knowing. سيعلمون, they will know, they shall know. سوف يعلمون, كلا سوف تعلمون, ثم كلا سوف تعلمون. That سوف تعلمون, you are knowing. سوف تعلمون, you will know. سوف makes future. Sa means future, makes future, سوف makes future. But they come before mudari'. When سوف and sa comes before mudari', it makes istiqbal for future form. فسيقولون, they are saying, man who يعيد, returns, brings back. Now us, who is the one who will bring us back to human beings? يعيد comes from عبد. عبد, to return. عاد. أعاد, to let return. Transitive, to make return. أعاد, أعيد, يعيد, يعاد, إعادة. This is إفعال, باب الإفعال. Man, who is that person who will make us come back? Now us. This is what they ask. They will ask. قل, tell them. الذي, who will return us? Who will make us back to resurrection? الذي, that one who يعيد, الذي who فطر, created. فطر. الذي فطر, created. كن you. فطر, creating, to create. khalaqa, like khalaqa. Fatir, creator. Fatir as-samawati wal-ard, creator of the universe. Khaliq as-samawati wal-ard. Fatir, Surah al-Fatir. Fatir, Fatir as-samawati wal-ard. Fitra, creation, nature, whatever is created. We translate as nature, fitra. But it is, in reality, it is creation. Khalq. Allazi, those who, that one who, Fatara created you. Awwala, first, marratin, time. Who will bring you back? The one who created you first time. Allah. Anyone who created you from zero before, Allah, is it difficult for him? Could it be difficult for him to bring you back later on? Not difficult. How logic? Quran has very interesting logics. Mantiq. Quran has very interesting logical explanations and needs to be figured out in the ayahs. Logic. Rational, I mean, rational. فَسَيُنْغِضُونَ. They will shake, they will wag their heads. فَسَيُنْغِضُونَ. They will lower, they will shake. نغض, نغض, أنغض, أنغض, ينغض, ينغض, إنغاض. This is from Babul If'al. فَسَ, sa is istiqbal. They are going, they will wag, shake, إِلَيْكَ to you رؤوسهم, their heads, racks. They will mimic, they will allude things with their heads, وَيَقُولُونَ, and they are going to say, they are saying, مَتَى, when, who is that? They will shake their heads, they will lower their heads. فَسَيُنْغِضُونَ إِلَيْكَ رُؤُوسَهُمْ وَيَقُولُونَ, they will say, مَتَى, when it is, when it is, when it will come, when it will happen. This is what they say. All say, Asa, probably, maybe. Asa is very interesting verb. It has no mudari, no other forms, only asa. Was possible, is possible, near to that, almost. That is the meaning of asa. Qul, you say asa, maybe, might be, possibly, and yakuna. And that yakuna becomes, is, qariban near. You say that will be very near, possibly. Near. It will happen, just happening. You see death, after death, resurrection. time-wise, when this resurrection will happen, when this doomsday will happen, then resurrection, Qiyamah, Day of Judgment, when? 14 centuries ago, when the Prophet received ayahs, inna sa'ata la'atiyatun, Sa'at is coming, doomsday is coming. People got scared. Some of them even did not want to leave masjid, go to their homes. They thought it is next day, and physically, literally next day. Panic. But the Prophet said them, no, you need to go to your home, normal life, but it will happen, it is coming, it is near, it is not far. 14th century, we are here, did not happen, that big one. But always this, because of the time and stress and big events happen in society, this panicking comes back. And people think it will happen, it's coming. Feelings like that. Some of them even may become like paranoia, scared and cannot function clearly. So this nearness, qarib, is a concept. In your language, in my language, nearness is this much near, but in Allah's language, nearness is really compared to eternal time or to time which is no time, endless concept, infinite, infinite. Anything would happen even centuries later is very near, because it is nothing compared to infinite. But tell them that will happen, resurrection will happen, very near possibly. Yawma, that day, yad'ukum, he will call you, da'aba, yad'u, fatastajibuna, you will give answer. You will give answer bihamdihi, with his hand. يَوْمَ يَدْعُوكُمْ, that day he will call you, فَأَنْ تَسْتَجِيبُونَ. تَسْتَجِيبُونَ comes from jawab. Jawab answer. Jawab استجوب, استجاب, استجيب, يستجيب, يستجاب مضارع. يستجيبون is plural of مضارع. فَتَسْتَجِيبُونَ, you are going to give answer بِحَمْدِهِ, with his hand, praising him. وَتَظُنُّونَ, you will think. ظَنَّ, you will guess, not guess, but think, consider. You will consider. ظَنَّ, ظَنَنَ, ظُنَّ, يَظُنُّ, يُظَنُّ, ظَنٌّ. You will consider, you will think in not. Labistum, waited. You did not wait. Labisa, to wait. Labisa, labisa, lubisa, yalbasu, yulbasu. To stay, to wait. Illa, but. Because in is nafiya, illa came. I said earlier, in has two meanings. One is if in second meaning is not. But when it is rare, not very regular, its regular meaning in means if. But from time to time, in means not. Not la, not like la, not. But if In means not, immediately there will come illa after that. Like la ilaha illallah, illa, this illa. So in labistum, you did not wait, illa but qalilan, very little. People, when we will be resurrected, we will think that it was just very short time after death. Even centuries might have passed, but we will think that after death, barely half an hour, 2 hours later, we have been taken out from our graves. In labistum illa qalila. وَقُلْ, you say, لِعِبَادِي, to my servants, عبد عباد, وَقُلْ لِعِبَادِي يَقُولُوا, let them say, وَقُلْ لِعِبَادِي, say to my servants, يَقُولُوا, they say, التي, that thing here is, that is أحسن, the best. وَقُلْ لِعِبَادِي يَقُولُ الَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. Tell to my servants, O Prophet Muhammad, let them say whatever is the best. Let them speak best, say best, talk best. Inna shaytana, definitely shaytan, yanzahu, conflicts, bring conflicts, dissensions. Nazagha nuzigha, yanzahu yunzahu. Nazgh. Bainahum, between them. Inna shaytana, definitely shaytan, Satan, yanzahu, brings fitna, conflicts, dissension, fight among them. Inna shaytana. Of course, definitely, indeed, shaitan, kana is lil insani, for insan, to human being, adu, an enemy. Mubinan, clear, open, bayana, bayan. Shaitan is definitely, clearly is enemy of human being. Rabbukum, your Lord, a'lamu, knows the best. A'lamu, alima a'lamu, ism al-tafdil. Kabura, akbaru, greatest, kabura. Fadala, afdalu, best. So, afdalu, form, af'alu, form is ism al-tafdil. Rabbukum, your Lord, is a'lamu, is the best, become with you, from you. Your Lord is the best knower with you or of you. He knows you best. If, I said in means if. Big majority of times. Yasha, desires, wills. Yasha comes from sha'a. Insha'Allah, if Allah desires. Ma sha'Allah, as long as Allah desires. That is the meaning, ma sha'Allah. Insha'Allah. That is the meaning of it. Sha'a, desires, wills, wants. Yasha, sha'a, shi'a, yasha'u, yusha'u. Ja'a, ji'a, yaji'u, yuja'u. Same thing. Like that. So, if yasha, desires, like sha'a, Allah, yarham, grants you mercy, kum, to you. Yarham comes from rahima, rahmah. Rahima, rahima, yarhamu, yurhamu. If Allah desires, He gives you His mercy. If He wills, He will give you, He will shower His mercy on you. In yasha yarhamkum. Very good ayah. Or in yasha, if He desires, yu'adhibkum, He punishes you. Azzaba uzziba. Yu'adhibu yu'adhabu. He punishes you. In yasha yarhamkum. أو إن يشاء يعذبكم. عذب عذب عذاب عذب عذب يعذب يعذب. If Allah wants, He shows His mercy to you. Or if He wants, He punishes you. إن يشاء يرحمكم أو إن يشاء يعذبكم. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ. وَمَا, not. أَرْسَلْنَا, sent. You. We did not send you, O Prophet, alayhim, upon them, wakilan, as wakil. You are not sent to be their wakil, like commander, like guardian, like responsible for their own life. You will tell tabligh, you will guide them, you will tell them, that's it. You are not, we did not send you, O Prophet, as wakils upon them. Disposal of their affairs. This is what Yusuf Ali translated. Wakil. Okay. وَرَبُّكَ, and your Lord, وَرَبُّكَ أَعْلَمُ, is the best knower, the man who في السماوات are in the skies, well, out there on the earth. Allah is the best knower, anything, everything, who are in the world, who in the skies and on the earth. وَرَبُّكَ أَعْلَمُ بِمَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Your Lord knows the best who are in the skies and in the earth. وَلَقَدْ, قَدْ means of course, لَا means of course. قَدْ when comes before ماضي means of course. فَضَّلْنَا, of course, indeed, definitely, فَضَّلْنَا, we made superior. فضل, we made higher. فضلنا. فضل, فضل, يفضل. تفضيل, to make higher. to accept higher. Shi'as do tafdeel. Ali over Abu Bakr, Umar, Osman, for example. That is called tafdeel, tafdeeliyah, tafdeel. Whether tafdeel is jaiz, that type of tafdeel, not jaiz, discussed in the books. But tafdeel makes something fadil, means higher, higher, above the others. وَلَقَدْ فَضَّلْنَا, we made higher in virtue بعض النبيين, some of the prophets. Nabi, Nabiyun, prophets. Nabi comes from Naba, news. Naba, Surah al-Naba, news, khabar. Nabi is giver of khabar. In Persian, peyam bar in Urdu too. Peyam bar. Peyam means news. Bar means bringer. Buridan. Peygam, another for 2 words. Peyam, peygam. Pe, ye, elif, mim. Pe, ye, ghain, elif, mim. 2 words. That 2 words are the same. Peyam, peyam. Peyamber, peygamber. Bringer of news. Exactly the translation of Nabi. When Muslims people who, non-Arabs accepted Islam, Persian, they translated this Nabi into Persian that way. So in my country, for example, the word Peygamber or Peygamber is very, very regular word. More than Nabi and Rasul. Nabi and Rasul, people may even not know what that means, common man. But everybody will know Peygamber because it is a part of Turkish word, Turkish language. It is interesting. Bringer of good news, Peygamber, Peygamber, same thing, Nabi. Nabiyyin is plural. That is in Hebrew also a word. Hebrew is very near to Arabic word, Semite language. So it is very near word, Nabiyum something, Nabum, Nabiyum something like that, which is same word. وَلَقَدْ فَضَّلْنَا, we made superior بَعْضَ النَّبِيِّينَ, some of the prophets, عَلَى بَعْضٍ, upon some. Some of the prophets were higher or superior than the others. A kalam issue, ilm al-kalam issue, ilm al-tawheed issue. We are saying in آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله. We don't differentiate among the prophets, no tafriq. This لا نفرق is mentioned in other parts of Quran a few times. But here we see that some of the prophets are higher than the others. What this means, what that means, when they are taught together, what is the meaning? Is that are their prophets are the same or different, a little bit higher than the others? Be arguments, they debated in the books based on this ayah. There is one ayah like that, one ayah like that. So same time you need to, if you forget this one, run after that one. You may think that is only correct thing, but it is not correct thing. What about other verses? Ulama, they discuss these things. Prophets are equal in prophethood as mission, but different in characteristics. Prophet Muhammad had different characteristics. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ, sent for whole universe as a rahmah. And Noah had a little difference. Adam had a little difference. Ibrahim alayhi salam had a little difference. And characteristic feature, something a little different than the others. Each one had, as human beings all have differences, but they make them all equal in humanity. Human beings, humankind, we are equals. But in our special small characteristics, we are different than the others. Same thing. So Musa is Kalimullah. Allah spoke with Musa. Allah did not speak with Isa. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was privileged to go to Mi'raj. Nobody had a Mi'raj. Isra and Mi'raj. Nobody had like that. Other prophets. So, and Isa alayhi salam was privileged to raise the dead and cure the deaf and dumb. Musa didn't do that way. Even our Prophet Muhammad, not that much characteristics. So, this ayah refers this part, other ayahs refers that part. That is why just translating ayahs, not reading systematic books in that regard is dangerous, not healthy. Because ulama systematized, canonized, codified those scattered information here and there and arranged that systematically and offered us, wrote books. We owe everything to ulamas. People ignore ulamas today, regretfully. They think following hadith is okay, something like that. Don't they think that Bukhari, Sahih Bukhari, produced, collected by Bukhari, Muhammad Ismail Bukhari, also is a scholar. Why they are following him? Why? Ordo is a scholar. Why they are following him? Why they are trusting him, not trusting Abu Hanifa, not trusting Shafi'i? Why? Dangerous, dangerous people are, we are confused. Muslims are confused. Yes, yes, some confusion is there. Confused, we don't know what we are doing. وَأَعْتَيْنَا, we have given. Ataya came, Ataya gave, Aktaya, Utiya, Utiya, Yuktiyu, Yuktayu, Itaun. وَأَعْتَيْنَا, we gave Dawood, Zabur and Zabur. Dawud alayhi salam's book is Zabur. Zabur, today people are saying that it is Psalms. Not exactly, but perhaps whatever is transferred today is Psalms in Old Testament, a part of Testament. More poetic forms or like hymns, type of no ahkam, no ahkam. So, but we don't have really even one page of Zabur, real Zabur today. Whatever is mentioned in Quran, we have them. Others, we don't have anything. So we don't know what really content was, content of the Zabur. وَآتَيْنَا دَاوُدَ زَبُورًا, we have given Dawood Zabur. قُلِ ادْعُوا الَّذِينَ, قُل, say, ud'u, you call, الَّذِينَ, those who, زَعَمْتُمْ, you think, زَعَمَ زُعِمَ يَزْعُمُ يُزْعَمُ, مِن دُونِهِ, other than Allah, whom you are trusting, you are thinking other than Allah, you invite them, invite him. فَلَا يَمْلِكُونَ. They don't own, possess, ملكة. ملكة ملكة يملك يملكون. They don't possess كشف الضر, كشف uncover, discover, ضر, harm. They cannot uncover your harm. They cannot take away any iota of your discomfort, any harm, any hurt you are going through, cannot be taken by other gods they are worshipping too instead of Allah. Ankum from you. Wala, neither they can do tahwila, change. They cannot bring any change to you. I mean, the ones they are worshipping two gods will never help them anything. They cannot eliminate any harm they are going through from them, and they cannot bring any change to them. تحويل حول حول أولئك, they are the ones الذين, those who يدعون, calling or worshipping, دعوة دعوة يدعو يدعو. They are the ones, they are worshipping, they are calling. Calling is worshipping. Da'wah, the word da'wah in Quran, invite, call, da'wah, class, da'wah among Muslims, okay? Call, to invite, okay? That is one of the meaning. But second meaning is worshipping in Quran. Because when you call God, you are worshipping God. Invoking his name. The ones who call idols, they are worshipping to that idol. So da'wah, this madda da'wah, root is used to worship too, here and there in Quran. Ulaika, they are الذين, those who يدعون, they are calling, they are worshipping. What they are worshipping, يبتغون, they are desiring, seeking. ابتغاء, بغية, بغية. ابتغي, ابتغي, يبتغي, يبتغون. They are desiring, seeking إلى ربهم, to their Lord. الوسيلة, medium, way. They are the ones who want to reach to their words with some means, ways, وسيلة. أيهم, which one of them? أيهم. أقرب is nearest. ويرجون, they are hoping. رجوة, رجاء, hope. رجوة, رجوة, يرجو, يرجو. رجاء. رحمته, his mercy. They are hoping, they are worshipping things and using these idols as means, wasila, to be near to God. رحمته ويرجون رحمته ويخافون, they are scared. خوف, خوف خوف يخاف يخاف يخافون عذابه, his azab. They are scared from his azab. إن عذاب ربك, definitely the azab of your Lord, kana is mahzura, hadar, abstained from, heeded, taken heed of, paid attention to. Mahzur, hazard. Definitely the azab of your Lord is something people need to stay away, abstain. To stay away. I think I will conclude at this point of Rasul or some other sense. Is it allowed? People ask God through the wasila and your prophet, please solve this problem. Is this allowed? Yes, good question. I know there are two ways of understanding as we read. There are Salafi or Wahhabi alims who are very much against this wasila concept. They have their own understanding of wasila concept. Mainly Saudi alims. I think they are not